Summer sunlight shimmered through the tall pines of the Acre Wood Camp, where the Pooh Bear Scouts, named Phil, Travis, and Emma, were spending their first week of outdoor training. The air smelled like pine needles, warm dirt, and the faint sweetness of honey from the camp's famous beehives. At the front of the marching line strode MC Heffalump, the proud and slightly theatrical scout manager, who the kids think was just a person in a costume, his red skin, and purple top hat and vest gleaming in the sun. The three kids marched behind him. They sung the camp's traditional hiking song, a simple, upbeat chant about teamwork and snacks as they followed MC Heffalump down the winding forest trail. After a long hike, MC Heffalump raised his trunk dramatically.
"Company, halt."
Phil stopped immediately. Travis skidded to a stop. Emma, deep in her own humming rhythm, kept marching 2 more steps before gently bumping into the boys.
"Oops, sorry."
"No harm done, my little your scout. But eyes forward, the forest is full of surprises."
The clearing they'd reached was perfect: soft grass, a ring of trees, and a gentle breeze that carried the scent of adventure.
"Scouts, spread out. It's time to set up our temporary day camp."
The kids cheered and scattered. Phil grabbed a small hatchet and approached a fallen branch.
"This will make great firewood."
Meanwhile, Travis was trying to assemble a foldable cooking tripod, but every time he got one leg up, another collapsed.
"Why do they draw the poles like spaghetti noodles?"
Emma was reading the instruction sheet for the tent, frowning at the diagrams. MC Heffalump watched them with fond amusement.
"Let your scout manager show you the Pooh Bear Scout method."
He marched to the tent poles, lifted them with surprising grace, and began assembling the structure with rhythmic precision. The kids watched, impressed, as he tied knots, stretched canvas, and hammered stakes. With a final flourish, he stepped back.
"Behold, a perfectly respectable day tent."
After lunch, MC Heffalump led them on a short nature walk to teach them about forest safety. They passed berry bushes, mossy logs, and a hollow tree buzzing with bees.
"Whoa, honeybees."
"Observe from a distance, my little Pooh Scout. Bees are friends, but they prefer polite company."
Travis leaned in a little too close.
"They are kinda cute."
A bee landed on his nose. He froze.
"Don't move or sneeze, Travis."
"Trying not to."
MC Heffalump gently lifted the bee away with a leaf.
"There we are. Crisis averted."
The kids sighed in relief. As the sun dipped low, the stars came out, and MC Heffalump clapped his hooves.
"All right, Scouts, to the Scout dorms. A good night's rest awaits."
The dorm building was cozy and wooden, with carved animal motifs and soft lantern light glowing from the windows. Inside, each scout had their own bed, and a nightstand. But before they could settle in, MC Heffalump guided them to a large closet, and opened it with ceremony. Inside hung 3 full-body suit-like pajamas, plush, soft, and shaped like friendly mascots. A round honey-yellow Pooh Bear suit, a springy orange striped Tigger suit, and a floppy-eared blue-gray Eeyore suit. Phil was concerned.
"These are pajamas?"
Indeed. At the 100-acre wood camp, each scout sleeps in the spirit of their group. These pajamas are warm, comforting, and enchanted with the magic of good dreams.
"I call the Tigger one."
"You always go to get the Tigger one."
Phil hugged the Pooh suit to his chest.
"It's so soft."
"Now then, into your pajamas."
The kids changed into their scout pajamas. Then they climbed into their beds. MC Heffalump turned off the light switch.
"Good night, my little furry ones."
Phil yawned.
"Good night, MC Heffalump."
Travis stretched.
"Night."
Emma snuggled deeper into her pajamas.
"Sleep well."
"May your dreams be as the forest breeze."
Then MC Heffalump closed the door softly, as the 3 scouts drifted into peaceful dreams, each wrapped in the comforting spirit of Pooh, Tigger, and Eeyore. And so ended their first full day at the 100-acre wood camp, a day of teamwork, laughter, and the beginning of a summer they would never forget. Or was it? Once all three children had drifted, MC Heffalump quietly moved down a narrow dim corridor into a hallway. The walls were lined with framed portraits of the 100-acre wood's most beloved figures of Pooh, Tigger, and Eeyore. Each portrait was painted in warm, glowing colors, but beneath each frame sat a small red button, set into polished wood. MC Heffalump paused in front of the portraits, his gloved hands clasped behind his back. He inhaled deeply, and rubbed his palms together, preparing himself.
Wood Animal Protocol, Night 1.
Then he pressed the Pooh button. The button lit up instantly, flashing a soft, warm red. The red light pulsed, buzzed, and glowed with a rhythm. As Phil slept curled inside his plush yellow Pooh Bear pajamas, the eyes on the Pooh pajama headpiece flashed red, pulsing in the same slow rhythm as the button in the hallway. The glow wasn't sharp or alarming. It was buzzing soft and quietly. The pajamas' glow continued its steady pulse throughout the night, weaving Pooh-like imagery into Phil's mind, brainwashing him, guiding him, into the mind of Winnie the Pooh. The next morning, sunlight filtered through the scout dorm windows, warming the floor and gently waking the two scouts who were still tucked in their bunks. Travis stretched first, yawning loudly.
Good morning, Emma.
Emma rubbed her eyes and sat up.
Morning, Travis.
Then she blinked around the room. Phil's bunk was empty, his blanket was tossed aside, his pillow was dented. But there was no Phil.
Huh. Guess he woke up early.
Phil, early, that's new.
They both shrugged, got dressed in their neat scout uniforms, and were tying their boots when, crash, a loud clatter echoed from the direction of the camp kitchen, then another, then a muffled thump. Travis and Emma exchanged a look. They hurried down the hallway and pushed open the swinging kitchen door. Inside, the cabinets were open. Pots were scattered. A metal spoon rolled across the floor. And in the middle of the chaos stood Phil, still wearing his Pooh Bear pajama suit. He was on the floor, rummaging through a cabinet, muttering to himself.
Phil, what are you doing?
Phil turned around slowly. His soft Pooh headpiece was still resting over his own. He blinked at them with a dreamy, honey-hungry expression.
Phil, who's Phil? I'm Winnie the Pooh.
Travis froze. Emma blinked twice.
Okay, very funny.
Phil shook his head earnestly.
I simply must find some honey. A Pooh Bear cannot start the day without honey. I've been eating honey my whole life.
He said it with such gentle certainty that Emma's smile faltered.
Phil, snap out of it. Breakfast is oatmeal today.
Oatmeal? Oh bother. That's not nearly as good as honey.
He went back to rummaging.
He's not joking.
I know. MC Heffalump.
MC Heffalump.
They hurried out of the kitchen, leaving Phil humming a Pooh-like tune as he searched for honey. MC Heffalump's in his office, sorting through morning schedules with serene precision. They found MC Heffalump.
MC Heffalump, something's wrong with Phil.
He's acting like he thinks he's Winnie the Pooh.
MC Heffalump looked up slowly, but his expression was calm. Too calm.
Oh my little scouts, Phil is simply playing a game. Pooh Scouts often get very into character. It's part of the fun.
Emma frowned.
But he's really into character.
Yeah, he just wants honey for breakfast.
MC Heffalump chuckled softly.
Then let him enjoy it. You'll find that some scouts stay in their roles for a whole day. It's perfectly harmless.
Travis and Emma exchanged a worried look. MC Heffalump's tone was gentle, but there was something in his eyes, something knowing, that made the moment feel stranger than before.
Now run along, you two.
The kids left the office slowly, unsure whether they felt reassured, or more confused than ever.